Hi, everybody, and welcome to the very first video of this Reading, Writing, and Critical Thinking Level 1 Unlock. My name is Teacher Luke, and I will be going through the whole book with you guys step by step, and we're going to have lots and lots of fun. So, guys, let's have a look. We need to start off with page number 1, okay? So, page number 1 is actually going to be, okay, page 15. Page 15. Okay, page 15 and 14. So in this unit, you will watch and understand a video about people who catch fish in different countries. Your reading skills will be previewing a text. Critical thinking is collecting information. Grammar, you use nouns and verbs, use subject pronouns, use the verb be, or use the possessive adjectives. Academic writing skills, you're going to be writing simple sentences. And your writing task is also going to be writing a profile, okay? So you're going to be writing a profile of either yourself or anything else that the book requires us to do as well. Okay, so let's go on to our first page of actually learning. Here we go. Okay. So this is called people. So unit 1 is called people, okay? We're going to be learning about how to introduce ourselves, the different people we may see, how we can interact with these people, and how it might change depending on who we are talking to. So unlock your knowledge. Ask and answer the questions with a partner. So it's going to be me and you, okay? Me and you. So number 1, what's your name? What's your name? Excellent. So you would say, what's your name? Luke. You would say, my name is Luke. My name is Luke. So you could say Luke, or you could say, my name is Luke, or I'm Luke. So there's lots of different ways to introduce yourself. So what's your name? My name is Luke. I am Luke. Excellent. Number 2, where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live? So this refers to whereabouts in the world is your home. Okay, where do you call home? So for example, where does teacher Luke live? I live in England. I live in England. So I'm asking you where in the world you are. I'm asking where is your house? Where is your apartment? Where do you call home? Some of your answers might be I live in China. I live in Shanghai. I live in Hangzhou. I live in Chongqing. Lots and lots of different answers for these guys, depending on where in the world you are living. So for me, I would say I live in Bristol in England. So the city is Bristol and the country is England. Number 3, do you have a job? What do you do? Do you have a job? What do you do? So this is referring to what you do to make some money. So this refers to what you do to make some money. But if you're a child, then you might be still at school. Okay, so let's have an example. I am an English teacher. So I am an English teacher. I am also an antiques expert. I am also an antiques expert. So every day I go to work and I teach children how to speak English from China, from all over the world. How about you? What do you do? Do you work or do you go to school? Yeah, I'd imagine most of you guys are not working. You guys are at school and you're a student. So you would say, I do not work. I do not work. I go to school. I go to school. And it's been a long time since Teacher Luke went to school. Long time. It was, 10 years ago now, Teacher Luke went to school. A long time. Okay. Do you study? What do you study? What do you think we mean by number 4? Do you study? Study. What do you think we mean by that? So what we mean by study is what do you learn? Do you learn stuff? Okay, so when you study something, it means you spend all of your time learning. So what do you study? What subjects do you like to study? So I like to study English and history. English and history. History is very interesting. You get to find out lots of cool things. So history. What do you study at school? Do you study Chinese? Do you study English? Do you study art, PE, maybe some religious education, maybe some history or geography? What do you like to study? Good job. So you could say, I study English at school. I study English at home with me. I study history at school because it's very interesting. I love history. I study PE, and today I played some football. I played some football. So there's lots of things you can study. So when you study something, you learn it. You can learn it at home, you can learn it at school, you can learn it in the car, you can learn it wherever you like. Okay, good job, guys. Well done. Let's go on to page number 16. Okay, so we are going to prepare to watch, guys. So we've got a video to watch in a minute. But first of all, we need to prepare. Okay, we need to prepare. We need to find out what this might be, and we could have a good guess. What could this be? What could this be? So, number one, what do you like to eat? What do you like to eat? So, when you come home from school and mummy or daddy or grandma or grandpa likes to make you some food, what do you like to eat? What do you like to eat? Do you like to eat pizza? My favorite. Do you like to eat rice or some noodles or some beef or some chicken? What do you like to have? So for me, I like I like to have some pizza. Teacher Luke's favorite food is pizza. I like to have rice and chicken. I like to have mashed potatoes. We have a very famous dinner in England called the roast dinner. So every Sunday we like to have a big roast dinner with potatoes and carrots and peas and meat, lots of yummy things. Second question, how often do you eat fish? How often do you eat fish? So this is asking, how many times a week do you have fish? How often do you have fish? So we could say, I always have fish. I always have fish. So maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I I sometimes have fish. So maybe once a week, once a month. I hardly have fish, so not very often. I don't have fish very often. And I don't ever have fish. I do not like fish. So I never have fish. So we could say always, sometimes, hardly, never. Okay. So how often do you have fish? How often do you have fish? I have fish often. I have fish often, maybe 2 to 3 times per week. I will eat fish. Mm-mm-mm. Number 2, think about people who live by the sea. What jobs do they have? Let's have a look at these pictures, okay? Let's have a look at these pictures. Okay. If somebody lived by the sea, what job could they do? What special job could they do if they lived by the sea? What do you think they could do? So Teacher Luke could teach like normal. Maybe what else? What special jobs could we think of? What special jobs could we think of? Let's write some down, shall we? What jobs could we do if we lived by the ocean? What special jobs could we do? Because we can see some boats. We can see some men with some poles. What could they do? That's right. Excellent. So the jobs they could have, they could work for fishing. They could do a lot of fishing. So there are lots of jobs by the sea that require you to do lots of fishing. So you get on your boat, you take the boat into the ocean, you'd catch lots of fish, you'd go back to the shore, and you'd sell your fish to make some money. So they could do lots of that. They could work on the boats, they could work on the docks, helping the boats get clean. Maybe they could work on the beach. There's lots of things if you live by the sea, but it's mainly to do with the ocean and maybe lots and lots of fish too. Okay. What do they do in their free time? So when they're not working and they want to have lots of fun, what are they doing? What are they doing in their free time? So when you're not at school, you might like to watch television. You might like to play games with your brother or sister. So it's that period of time when they're not working. What do they like to do for fun? That's right, exactly. So we can see in this picture that everybody is fishing. Everybody is fishing. So fishing is a very, very popular sport. Okay, where they will find the fish, and they will fight the fish, and they really, really enjoy it. And me, Teacher Luke, I love fishing as well. Catching a big fish is one of the best feelings for me. Okay, where can you buy or eat fish? Where can you buy or eat fish? Where can you buy fish? Hmm. Where could we go to buy fish or to eat fish? What do we think? Where can we go to buy or to eat fish? Hmm. Let's have a think. Where could we buy fish? Where can you buy fish? That's right. So we can buy fish at the supermarket. So there's lots and lots of fish in the supermarket. We could buy fish at the fishmonger. So you'll see a man with a white hat and a white coat, and he will be selling fish from his stand. We could buy fish at the beach. We could buy fish on the road in some takeaway shops like fish and chips. Good job. And where can we eat fish? Where can we eat fish? Well, we can eat fish at home. So if we buy some fish from the supermarket, we can eat fish at home. We can eat fish outside. We can eat fish at a restaurant, in a cafe, anywhere that likes to sell fish as a main, we can eat. We can even buy it from the supermarket and eat it whilst we walk home. Whilst we walk home. Okay. Number 2, for preparing to watch. Match the sentences 1 to 4 with the pictures from the video. Okay, guys. So we've got 1 picture, 2 picture, 3 picture, 4 picture. Okay, and all we have to do, okay, is match the sentences 1 to 4 with the pictures. So we've got number 1, the fishing boat is on the sea. The fisherman is smiling. They are fishing from a bridge. They are eating fish in a restaurant. So all I want you to do, guys, okay, is draw a line. All right, draw a line just like this, to the answer, to the picture you think it might be. So which picture do you think it might be? I'm just doing it random right now. So do it exactly like that, okay? So draw a big line, okay, to the picture you think it might be. And then we'll go through the answers together. Good job. Pause this video, guys, if you need some extra time as well, okay? Because I will be going over the questions, the answers now. So let's have a look. The fishing boat is on the sea. The fishing boat is on the sea. So we know, okay, that is this one. So good job, guys, if you got that one. So the fishing boat is on the sea. We can see the boat right here and we can see the ocean. So the boat is on the ocean and it's going super fast. Good job. Okay. Number two, the fisherman is smiling. The fisherman is smiling. What picture have you guys put for that? That's right. It's picture number two. Big well done, guys. Picture number two. So we can see that this man, who is a fisherman, that he likes to go fishing, he is smiling like this. He's smiling from ear to ear. A big smile on this fisherman's face. So maybe he's caught a big fish, or maybe something exciting has happened. Maybe something exciting has happened. Okay, number three. They are fishing from a bridge. They are fishing from a bridge. So this one is number one. Excellent, guys. Good job. So they are fishing from a bridge. So we can see lots of fishermen fishing from a bridge. So we can see the bridge here. Okay, and all of their lines will be in the ocean. All of their lines will be in the ocean. Good job. Well done, guys. Okay, so that means the last one, they are eating fish in a restaurant. That will be this one here. Excellent. Okay, good job, guys. So now we're going to move on to Now we're going to move on to the glossary, some of the key words we're going to need to watch these videos, okay? So we have coast, which is a noun. Coast, which is the land close to the sea. Okay, the land close to the sea, coast. Net, a thin kind of cloth for fishing. A thin kind of cloth for fishing. So when you need to pick your fish up, you can put the net in the sea and the fish will be inside the net. Population, a noun. All the people who live in a country. So when you want to know the population of a country, okay, it's the amount of people who live in this country. Okay, so the population of where I live in England is about 72 million people. 72 million people. Relax as a verb, to become happy and comfortable, to become happy and comfortable. So when you relax, you go home, you sit on the telly, you sit on the sofa watching your TV and you feel happy, you feel relaxed. Okay, you feel happy and comfortable, somewhere you feel safe. Okay, you could be relaxed watching television. You could be relaxed watching the football. Maybe you're outside, you feel relaxed up by the beach. There are lots of places. Maybe you even feel relaxed by at school. Good job, guys. And lastly, we have fishing rod as a noun. Fishing rod. A fishing rod is a long piece of wood that is used for fishing. A fishing rod is a long piece of wood that is used for fishing. So it's often this bit here, okay? So this is the fishing rod, the piece of wood or metal that they use to catch the fish. Okay, guys, good job. So now we're going to be watching the video, okay, and clicking the information that we can hear. Okay, clicking the information that we can hear. So we only tick it if we can hear it. Okay. Okay then, guys. So we have the video here. Okay, so we have 6 on our sheet. Okay, we need to tick the information that we can hear. Okay, we need to tick the information that we can hear. So if we hear a bit of information, we tick. If we do not hear the information, we leave it blank. Okay, we do not write anything. Here we go.
Fish is a part of a healthy diet, and people all over the world are eating more and more of it. About 20 kilograms per person per year. That's more than 100,000 tons of fish. We can thank the more than 57 million people who work as fishermen for all that fish. They go out every day in 4.6 million boats. Most of them are small boats, like these boats on the coast of India. 14 million people in India are fishermen. They catch fish to feed their families and to sell. These fishermen use nets to catch fish. Most of those 57 million fishermen are in Asia and Africa. But there are also plenty of fishermen in Europe, like this man. He fishes from a boat near the coast of England. Some of this man's catch may end up like this, in fish and chips, a popular dish in the United Kingdom, where people spend £1.2 billion every year in the country's more than 10,000 fish and chip shops. Almost a quarter of the British population visits a fish and chip shop every week. For most fishermen, fishing is a job, but for others, it's a way to relax. Many of these people bring their fishing rods to the Galata Bridge in Istanbul, in Turkey, every day. Sometimes they catch a big fish, sometimes it's just a little one. But they can always enjoy some tea and time with their friends.
Okay, guys, good job. Let's go back to our booklet. Okay, so did you tick the information that you could hear? Did you tick the information that you could hear? So number 1, fish is a healthy food. Fish is a healthy food. Did we hear fish is a healthy food? Yes. Good job. We did. Fish is a healthy food. Number 2, fishing is a difficult job. Fishing is a difficult job. They didn't mention this. They didn't mention this. Number 3, fishing is a popular sport all over the world. It is. Fishing is a popular sport all over the world. Number 4, for some people, fishing is a job. Fishing is a job. They said for lots of people, fishing is a job. Fishing is a job. They said for some people, fishing is a sport. Number 5, fish and chips is popular in the United Kingdom where I live. That's right, it is. It's very, very popular. So over a quarter of the population visits a fish and chip shop every single week. Wow. So that's almost 12 million people visit a fish and chip shop every single week to get their fish and chips. And number 6, fishing is a good way to relax with friends. Fishing is a good way to relax with friends. Good job. Exactly. Fishing is a good way to relax with friends. So they like to meet up on the bridges. They like to have some conversations. They like to, kick back and relax with some fishing. And sometimes they catch big ones. Sometimes they catch small ones. But it's all about going out there and having the best time that they can. Okay, guys, thank you so much for today. You all did fantastic. This was Reading and Writing Unit 1, page 16, and next lesson we will be moving on to page 17. All right, guys, thank you so much for today. You all did fantastic, and I will see you soon. Bye.